In the Chinese dining culture, these are some of the common things to see and expect while enjoying Chinese dining. We will discuss seating, ordering, toast making, placement of dishes, eating, table manners, chopstick etiquette, tea pouring, and who pays at a restaurant. First off is seating. As a guest, one should introduce themselves or let the host introduce them. Then should be seated according to the host or the banquet director. Usually the guest with the most importance sits furthest from the door as the guest of honor. The host is usually seated appropriately to wait on the door and to greet guests. The most senior person must take their seat first before anyone else may be seated. The host will order the food and will order an even number of dishes. Except for a funeral, then an odd number may be ordered. As you can see, there's a main dish, 2 sides, and 1 soup, making four total dishes. Toast making. The first toast should be made by the seat of honor or guest of honor, and descend by rank or age. The placement of the dishes. The soup should be placed in the center, and the main course should be placed in front of the guest of honor. Eating. The eldest person should also be the first to begin eating before others begin to eat. To pick up a bowl, one should place their thumb on the mouth of the bowl, supported by their pointer, middle, and ring finger, with a space between their palm and the bowl. It is also courteous to lean over the bowl and eat your soup instead of spilling it. Table manners. Similar to the Western culture, consider others while eating. Eat food off of the plate in front of you and not off of others or in the middle of the table. Do not dig through food for certain things that you may like, and do not stare at food on the serving plates in the center of the table. Do not eat all of the food on the plate in the middle of the table. Ask if others are finished before getting seconds. Do not scarf down food, take time to enjoy it. Do not watch TV, play on your phone, or other activities during dinner. You should fill the elders' bowls with food. If they fill your bowl, express thanks to them. When serving yourself, do not fill the plate too full. It is bad to get sauce or food on the table. Chew with your mouth closed. When removing bones or inedible parts of the food, use chopsticks or your hand to remove them and set them on a side plate. Do not spit them out onto the plate. Use your napkin to remove food around your mouth. Do not use your tongue to lick it up. Do not talk with your mouth full, and if speaking, speak quietly. To cough or sneeze, turn away and cover your mouth. Chopstick etiquette. Do not stab chopsticks into the food and leave them stand up because it is similar appearing to that of incense pots left at family members' memorials. Do not wave chopsticks around in the air. Do not stab food with the chopsticks. If you drop food with your chopsticks, it is considered bad form. To separate food, push chopsticks apart to separate. Do not use your personal chopsticks that have been in your mouth to grab food off the central dishes. Knives are not common at meals due to their violent background. Tea pouring. When someone is pouring your tea and you do not want any more, tap the table 2 or 3 times. This will let the pourer know that you do not want any more tea and you're expressing your thanks. To pay for a bill at a restaurant, it is an honor to pay the bill, and you should try your hardest to get the bill before anyone else. But do not argue and make a big deal in the restaurant if you do not get a pay. You will pick it up the next time. Thank you.
So this is your formal dining setup for a traditional American party. We're going to start up here with the glasses. This wine glass right here is your traditional white wine glass. This is usually used for like the appetizer course settings. Usually for an American party, appetizers will be like a cheese and crackers, which white wine goes great with. This middle wine glass is your red wine. Now red wine is usually brought out with the dinner because usually for an American theme party you'll have a lot of meats, potatoes, and breads. So red wine is perfect with that kind of meal. And of course you have your traditional water glass as well. And in the back we have our coffee cup. Now the coffee cup won't be brought out until dessert is served, so traditionally won't be at the table at the start. Now moving on to our spoons and knives. This bigger spoon right here is your traditional soup spoon. This middle spoon right here is for your coffee, of course. And this is your dinner knife. Now for our center where our plates are, this smaller plate is for your salad, and the bigger plate, of course, is for your main course. This big fork right here is for your main course, of course, with your meats and potatoes. And this lower fork right here is for your salad, and you have your traditional napkin as well. Now up at the top with these smaller forks and spoons, this little spoon right here is your dessert spoon, which will probably be for putting your ice cream, and this little fork right here is for a cake. And up at the top you have a plate for your bread and a knife for your butter.